Hey guys, Starving Artist here. Recently we hit 500 subscribers here on YouTube, and we also hit 700 on my Instagram, so I'm holding a Draw This in Your Own Style challenge to celebrate. I held a poll on my Instagram to see which one of my OCs would be featured, and Beatrice won, so that's who we're drawing. She's a character from my comic that seems to be on a perma-hiatus, The Fear Within. Ironically enough, she hasn't even been introduced yet, but people like her design, so we're chillin'. I want to talk a little bit about my comic and Beatrice. The Fear Within in its beta phases was, when you boiled it down, a fan comic of DTIYS. DTIYS is a serialized webtoon online webtoon. Essentially, my comic held a new cast of characters that had to partake in the killing game known as DTIYS. In retrospect, I could have cut out the whole DTIYS plot entirely, made it a different killing game, and virtually nothing would change. But I didn't think of that when I was a grubby little 7th grader, so this will forever be a DTIYS fan comic. Unless, I restart it and just change the rules of the killing game. But I'm already on chapter 7 of the comic, so no, we're not doing that. Essentially, the main character is Anna. Fuck her. Fucking hate her. Fuck this bitch. She's the fucking worst. Fuck you. She's got a tiny case of DID, but that never held her back. It actually does, constantly. There's her childhood friend Gale. He has a general lack of regard for other people's safety and will actively put everyone in danger if he thinks the outcome will be interesting. The only person he sees as a human being is Anna because of how unpredictable she is. There's also Jeff and Vijar, some of Anna's friends from school. Jeff is a happy-go-lucky kind of guy who's on a make everyone feel good about themselves streak. Vijar is a more reserved kind of guy who can get angry if he needs to. Hara joins their group later after Jeff accidentally gets her involved in the killing game. She's just angry asshole with a personality. And that about sums up the protagonists. Our antagonists start with Myungdae, commonly referred to as Y. He's the one running the killing game and, because of DTIYS, has reached an almost godly state. There's also Alice, his childhood friend. He had a crush on her when they were young. Now she has a crush on him, and he doesn't reciprocate the feelings. She's practically devoted her life to him, to an extreme level, a concerning level. Daesham is another one of Y's childhood friends. He tends to be flirty and sleeps around a lot, the type to bone someone so he doesn't have to think about his own problems. And, save the subject of the Speedpaint for last, Beatrice. Fun fact, I used to publish a written version of this comic on Webtoon. It would just be called a light novel version, I guess? Not too sure. And Beatrice used to be referred to as Oreo. Why? Because I was a dumb little 7th, 8th grader who decided to name a character after a cookie. I don't even like Oreos that much. I could not explain that one if I wanted to. Beatrice is one of the few characters where I have their whole arc planned out. From backstory, to what she does in the story, to the end of her arc. If you know me, you know I'm very particular with my words. Almost everything I say about my comic or my D&D campaign, I say with a double meaning. I purposefully choose words that help me foreshadow stuff that will happen in the future. Now, I mention this because Beatrice's arc is one that is full of foreshadowing. Being that it's a killing game, I have it written where you can tell which characters might not make it till the end from chapter 9. Now, Beatrice's backstory is something that won't really be explored in the comic. It's something that I might show snippets of, but doesn't all need to be there, so it won't be. To make up for that, I have an animatic plan to the song The Mind Electric by Miracle Music. I don't know if I'll ever finish that animatic, but if I do, I won't go as in-depth here. Essentially, Beatrice grew up in a cult, suffered some injustices, and destroyed the cult she grew up in. Ironically, when she started to follow Y, she unknowingly created a cult for the guy. I love irony so much. Most of her character just does what Y asks, being that he was the one to give her the power to get out of that cult she grew up in. But that doesn't make her stupid, that just makes her loyal. She is scarily cunning and will play your feelings to get what she wants. Her bangs cover her eyes for a very simple reason. She refuses to get them cut. Both her eyes work fine. She hates the color of her eyes, but still, there's no extreme scarring or anything that she feels she needs to hide. No, this is not a design choice, so I don't have to draw her eyes. It's purely a character thing, I swear. Whether B knows it or not, she always gives herself away with her eyes. When she lies to people, she tends to have a huge grin on her face, but her eyes give away that she's lying. Without being able to see her eyes, it's hard to tell when she's lying to you. And this video is running longer than I would have liked it to. Please check out my comic if these guys interest you, though I can't promise I'll continue it. I really want to, but time is something I tend not to have these days. Also, check out my Instagram. I usually hold polls and such there to get your input. I'll try to do more of that here on YouTube though. I also post a lot more on my Instagram, so if I've been dead on YouTube for like a year, there'll be a total of 3 drawings on Instagram that are not here. You can't see it, but I'm doing a thumbs up. Yeah, Also, I have a Twitter and a Ko-Fi. The links to all of these are in the description of this video. And with that, thank you all so much for watching. Bye, lads!